So, you mean there's nothing unique about my characters, stories, or ideas? Why even bother trying? Hello, welcome to my channel. KC, that's me, Carrie Chug, the Sledge Storyteller, here to talk about the wonderful world of storytelling and to open up discussion about how we can tell the best stories we possibly can. Now, much respected filmmaker Stanley Kubrick once said, "Everything has already been done, every story has been told, every scene has been shot, it's our job to do it one better." So, nobody wants their work to be labeled as copycat, hack work, ripoff, or plagiarism, but one fact remains ever true with storytelling. It dates back thousands of years and is built upon literally billions of stories told in various forms. A storyteller's goal should always be to create a unique spin with whatever plot they create and whatever characters they use. Perhaps the most acceptable form of copycatting is inspiration. Think about the big lineup of superheroes out there. In creating Superman, Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster drew upon inspiration from Hercules and John Carter of Mars. Bob Kane and Bill Finger, while creating Batman, they implemented traits from Zorro, Sherlock Holmes, and there was a coincidentally pre-existing pulp novel called Black Bat with much the same costume, resulting in some lawsuits. And Stan Lee found his inspiration for the Incredible Hulk from both Frankenstein's monster and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Then there's the finer line. You got Green Arrow's inspiration, duh, and Stan Lee just flat out grabbed Thor from Norse mythology and tweaked him to fit with the Marvel Universe. When you take a closer look at things, nobody wants an outright carbon copy of an existing character. But when a character becomes a big hit with the public, they are invested in that character. But proof that just a small tweak can be more than enough can be found in Marvel's Deadpool. Rob Liefeld never once shied away from the fact that in terms of powers, he stole from DC's Deathstroke top to bottom. Because of the Deadpool movies, many people know Deadpool's real name is Wade Wilson. But now, Deathstroke's real name is Slade Wilson. But it was enough of a difference to give Deadpool a personality with flamboyance that's off the charts, whereas Deathstroke is the polar opposite in his seriousness. When you choose to do it this way, it's a true blue gamble, because it has to connect with an audience in a highly magnetic way. It's not just that it's slightly different. Deadpool's been around for 30 years, and many Deathstroke fans are still screaming over how much of a ripoff he is. As I was developing Sledge, I had a hard time thinking over how I'm going to make sure that there was enough individuality to him to separate him from all of the characters. I admit Batman was the initial inspiration, and although he does have a traumatizing event in his background, he doesn't brood nearly as much. He is shy in public, but is also much more amiable with his peers. His research in developing his crime-fighting technology is comparable with Iron Man, but its grassroots research setting is more comparable with Peter Parker's bedroom lab. You have to think about it though. If you have a natural passion with a lot of inspirational characters to draw from, it will come naturally. So, to sum up character creation and drawing inspiration, I pull from an interview Batman co-creator Bob Kane once had on the Zorro entry of A&E's biography. So what you do is you're influenced on one point by another character, then you embellish and bring your own individuality into it, which I did with Batman. And it's not just characters. No plot is original either, and you see recycled plots done all the time. One standout example starts with a 1973 episode of The Brady Bunch titled Mail Order Hero, where Bobby manages to score a visit from the star football quarterback Joe Namath under the ruse that he was sick. And 6 years later, the series Diff'rent Strokes had an episode titled Arnold's Hero where, yes, Arnold Jackson uses the same ruse to get a personal visit from a hugely popular boxer, Muhammad Ali. Now, the variance between these two episodes are that Arnold was simply excited to find out that Muhammad Ali was in town, while Bobby was trying to get himself out of the hole he dug for himself in telling his friends that he personally knew Joe Namath. Also, for both Bobby and Arnold, their individual personalities are well implemented into the execution of the plot. Also, there's a plot premise well known among writers as The Prisoner, where A man who holds a secret of great interest is dropped into a village that appears for all intents and purposes to be normal and idyllic, yet is designed to get him to crack and give up the secret he holds. A good example is the 1985 two-part episode of G.I. Joe, There's No Place Like Springfield, where Shipwreck, after losing consciousness in an assigned mission, finds himself in the hospital and gets told that the said mission happened 6 years ago, and all during that time he married and had a daughter. It was all a phony world created by Cobra to get him to crack and disclose classified information of that previous mission. The same premise in a 1990 episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, Future Imperfect, where Commander Riker wakes up to be told that a brain virus put in a 16-year gap in his memory. He's now captain of the Enterprise and he too has a family. But this is a ploy from the Romulans trying to trick Riker into disclosing the location of a key Federation outpost. But they both work with the key protagonists' personalities, again getting well played out, and directly tuning their circumstances to the backgrounds. Whichever way you go in any plot, character personality and background are key to making the story stand on its own. But that's my insight on Originality. Agree, disagree, or something I left out? Please let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, please click like. If you like this channel, please click subscribe or follow me on Instagram. As always, the link to order Sledge number 1 is below the description, where you can order it on Kindle. Still working on Sledge number 2, and John Ross and I had a nice Zoom conversation where to sort things out, and as best we can, we'll be full steam ahead. But as always, let's all look for civility amid all the strife that's out there, social and political, and also the pandemic. I'll always implore, if you can get the vaccine, please do get it. And let's follow the precautions that have been given us. But thanks for watching. Everyone, be safe, and God bless.